But after last night, it looks like a disaster.
Ooh, hi. It's 6 minutes after the hour on the Stephanie Miller Show. I'm
Yeah.
Jody Hamilton, sitting in for Ms. Miller, who is off to see her mommy.
Yes.
She left yesterday. We did get to see the dogs for like 2 seconds.
Yes.
We did.
They were adorable.
I know.
They are. They had their little harnesses on because they just came back from a walk.
And the girl has a pink one. The boy has a blue one.
I know,
That's
she's
how you can tell them
color-coded
apart. She puts clothing on them. There is.
But she's like gender coding them with their clothes. That's not cool.
It's not cool, man.
We know that Bonnie is the one that has the brown spots on her.
It's kind of like parents who, they have a newborn who hasn't quite had their hair grown in yet, and so if it's a girl, they put this headband on with a flower,
Right.
just so that people can tell.
Well, yeah. And by the way, 323-410-0458 is the phone number. And for me, because I didn't have none of us, the 11 of my dad's children had hair when we were born.
Okay.
And happy birthday yesterday to my oldest little sister.
Aw.
Because she's littler than I am, but
Okay.
older. Anyway, so when I was about 4, my hair was maybe as long as yours, Travis.
Okay.
And we were at, I think it was Moon Shadows in Malibu having dinner.
Oh, fancy.
Very fancy. And I was in a sweatshirt and jeans. So I have this super short hair. I'm 4 years old, sweatshirt and jeans,
no.
right?
Oh, no.
And-
you got misgendered.
Oh, I did. And it was funny because somebody said, "You have a very well-behaved little boy there." And my parents went, "Thank you." And I went, "I'm not a boy. I'm a girl." So I've had long hair as long as I could have ever since.
Yeah.
I've only cut my hair short once on my own
Okay.
without my parents going, "You need to cut your hair."
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't cut it since 2013.
Cut
Just
your
my
hair. You look like a damn hippie.
Yeah, well. So yes, Tucker Carlson should be out of a job soon.
I don't know. I mean, by out of a job, do you mean out of a company to work for because they've been bankrupted by the Dominion lawsuit?
Well,
I would take that.
Well, the thing is, I mean, we have the Capitol Police chief, got mad at him.
Yeah.
For good reason yesterday. I have a stack.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
So there's a
I write
lot.
down stack now.
Yes,
So
good.
it's slightly easier to find. He said the host, I like that he just refers to him as the host, cherry-picked from footage present to present offensive and misleading conclusions about the attack. Yes, he did. An opinion program aired commentary that was filled with offensive and misleading conclusions about the January 6th attack, adding that the Carlson Show didn't reach out to the police department to provide accurate context. I'm shocked.
I know.
They said that they did reach out, and I don't believe them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the fact that they're being sued for lying about the election.
The election.
And
They're lying about
now
January
they're lying about what
6th.
happened on January 6th, 2021, which just opens them up to more lawsuits as far as I can tell.
To me, it feels like it's all part of the same story
It is.
because the reason they were promoting January 6th the way they were was because they believed that the election was fraudulent
Right.
because of the Dominion stuff. So it to me, it's all one story.
Well, I mean, when Tucker Carlson says, they believe that the person they voted for actually won, I believe a lot of those people thought that was true.
And that's because they only watch Fox News and get their stories from you, Tucker.
Yeah, and it's the Maria Bartiromo stuff is just wow.
You were prepared for that one I gave you.
No,
the copy of the email that I gave you before the show.
Now, okay, so Maria Bartiromo uses the lady who was decapitated
Internally decapitated.
as a accurate source of information.
That was the source that Sidney Powell gave her.
I see. So the thing with the Fox's argument, because everybody, I think it's in a week or two, they're going to be, each side is going to ask for summary judgment. Fox is going to say there is no evidence, and Dominion's going to say there's
all the
overwhelming evidence. And one of Fox's arguments is that in the emails and texts with Maria Bartiromo to Dominion's spokesperson, Tony Fratto, because they've known each other apparently for a long time, since she was a normal person on CNBC.
Yeah.
Before she went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs at Fox
She's gone off the
Business.
deep end.
Basically, how I read these two, it sounds like she actually swallowed the lie. She believed the lie.
She drank the
She drank the
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid. But again, she's not Tucker Carlson. She's not Sean Hannity. She is not Laura Ingraham. She doesn't have those ratings because Fox Business doesn't have
Yeah,
those
she's on the
ratings.
other. She's on the other network.
She's on a different network.
She's on the
Right.
budget network.
She's on the the
The
place
network that doesn't get any ratings.
right. And so whatever she may or may not have believed, okay, there's one, but trust me, people aren't listening to her like they're listening to Tucker Carlson and others.
Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is that Tucker Carlson has said in texts and emails that he hates Donald Trump.
I know. That's like.
I mean, he really hates Donald Trump.
I can't wait for his viewers to figure that out.
I don't know.
The thing is, it won't break their bubble. It's not going to penetrate the Fox News bubble.
That's what's so. I mean, I think some people on social media are getting it. Because if I were on Telegram or on Truth Central, I'd be posting all of this over there. Just here's Tucker Carlson's emails.
Yeah, but who's on Truth Central? That's the problem.
Central. Well, people are. It's just where did I put? See, I had a stack and then I made it go away somehow. Why do you give me these things?
Do you need a binder clip?
I knew it. I do. It's National Lady Day, so you have to be nice to me.
International Women's Day.
It's National Lady
Ladies'
Day. It's National Lady Day.
So you're saying you want a trapper keeper with a unicorn on it? It's a very specific image that people of a certain age will totally know exactly what I'm talking about.
It's so specific. It is so specific.
With the Velcro closer.
Exactly. I lost the thing that you gave me, but that's okay. So yeah, the crazy lady. I don't. Okay.
I know. I handed you this, and I'm like, this is real. This
Yeah.
is evidence in a case.
So, her name is Dobbs? No, she's talking about Lou Dobbs. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you weird? Blah, blah, blah.
Well, she starts with a teaser
Well,
about Scalia.
it's just so amazing. But she said, Trump has disrupted a well-oiled global money laundering operation, one that revolves around the Congress critters, lobbyists, and public relations firms. There are trillions at stake. Never come between a thief and his money. Well, that's good
True,
advice.
but
Recent COVID relief bills are simply one mechanism to try to feed the money they've lost out on over the past 4 years back into that system. Okay.
redistribution of wealth.
Yeah. So, and then this is good. So, SCOTUS says Justice Scalia wasn't accidentally shot during a hunting trip on John Poindexter's Texas ranch. He was purposefully killed at the Animal Bohemian Grove Camp, a club for members of the Mega Group, during a week-long human hunting expedition. Never accept an invitation to be a guest at that camp ever. Just don't.
No.
Sounds like a bad plan.
I mean, but Scalia was never shot at a ranch either.
No. And okay, so then
I don't think Scalia would even go to a ranch.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like the type.
Also, if
I
you're going to
agree.
have I said this before we were on the air, if you're going to have a human hunting expedition, Scalia is not the one I'd release into the wild. 'Cause,
Exactly.
he would be very easy to track. I
Yeah,
don't think he's suited to.
slow.
He's not suited to survive in the wild like
No.
that. So that wouldn't be good sport.
I totally agree with you.
Just saying.
I agree with you.
I don't approve of the idea of hunting a person, but
Well, and then she
get
goes
someone
on.
better than Scalia. Like do like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Commando, or in Predator.
Predator, there you
Yeah,
go.
there we go.
So she spent her 15-plus career years as a successful technology analyst.
Okay.
She's an expert in the field of nanotechnology.
I bet she is.
You know.
Like nanobots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
there's
God.
nanotechnology in makeup now, in in skincare. There's a lot of nanotech in that. It gets better.
I want to know what kind of nanotechnology she was involved in, because I don't think it was going to be the makeup kind.
No, I think it's nanobots.
Oh, she says it touches on everything. Nanotechnology.
Because there are sci-fi stories about nanobots taking over people and
Oh
stuff like
yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. She said she was superbly accurate with her forecasts and ideas. She just thought she was gifted.
Great.
Fantastic. It's turned out to be more than that though, Travis. It has.
What really?
Yeah.
How so?
She's had some dreams since she was a little girl.
Oh, I've had dreams.
They were odd, but others were clearly predictions, Chris.
I see.
Oh,
Over time, they became more vivid and more interactive. So she was interacting. That's usually how dreams work. You're involved in the dreams
Sure.
to some extent.
or it could be the nanotech.
An event took place 10 years ago that seemed to amplify her abilities by vastly more than one order of magnitude. That's kind of...
Well, what was the order of magnitude before?
I don't know. She said the most vivid dreams take place while she's just dozing off. Like,
All right.
when she's Andrea Mitchelling her life.
Okay, so she's like she's in the middle of the news,
Right.
And she nods
she's
off
on TV and she just kind of nods off.
and then she comes back
producers
with a
don't cut
prediction.
away.
Yeah. So is it like one of those things where you're falling asleep, and then all of a sudden
yeah.
you jerk?
I did that 3 times last night.
Oh, no.
And the cat was on top of me. And I literally did this and she went, meow. And I'm like, I'm sorry. And then 2 hours later it happened again.
I
I'm sorry.
hate when I do that.
And the
know.
poor cat's like, I don't know what I've done wrong. Poor thing. So anyway, there's a movie, Thunderheart, in which a Native American sheriff explains it best to an FBI agent who's just learning to tap into his Native American heritage. He tells him to listen to the wind. In a wind, chickabay. Stranger still, she says, I was in a car accident in 1992.
Okay.
And something took place that I've never been able to explain for all intents and purposes. And she spelled that right, not like Lauren
Not
Barber.
intensive purposes.
Right.
Yeah.
She was internally decapitated. And yet I live, I breathe, I shop, I laugh, I get old, and I walk the earth. I don't see her, I walk the earth every day.
Right.
The wind tells me I'm a ghost, but I don't believe it. Although it
So we can't trust the wind?
in a way. She says, although it appears I was shot in the back shortly after submitting a tip to the FBI 2 years ago. At the time, I thought I just tripped and fell. Is she in Russia at the time? Tripping over glass and out of
falling
windows?
out of a window.
Yeah.
Also, it's like, how do you mistake a trip and a fall for a gunshot
I know,
wound to
because
the
I broke
back?
my finger. It's very much it's the difference. She said, I thought I just tripped and fell during a walk and bruised my ribs, but I had a vision about a year later, which I stood in the same spot and felt my soul leave my body.
Oh.
It was like having a Band-Aid being ripped off your skin, and yet I continue to walk the earth. Despite that,
Wait.
the wind tells me that no one can harm me. It protects me and keeps me safe.
But you were shot.
She's gotten a little off track. I'll be the first to admit that while the last bit is pretty wackadoodle, yes,
Now a warning?
it's relevant, and I can tell you about this everything. I can tell you this about everything else above. Time always eventually proves me correct. Kindest regards, Mars.
She sent her name Mars?
Mars.
So this is the lady that Maria
I
Bartiromo...
literally need to do this as a sketch.
Yeah.
I know. Why has Saturday
Just
Night Live...
verbatim. I don't have to rewrite anything.
Why has Saturday Night Live not done this?
I mean, literally, you don't have to rewrite anything. Just play it straight.
At least you didn't sign it best.
True. She said, kindest regards.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
That's
Very nice.
Please and thank
I
you.
like
Please
that.
and thank you. Exactly.
Not
Wow.
best.
And on that note,
So that's the reason for the Dominion lawsuit right there.
there you go. Yes.
All right.
Okay. Good for them.
Hi, I'm Chef Shanti, and today in the Organic Kitchen, I'm going to be showing you how to make my favorite breakfast burrito.